What's up guys, and welcome back to Extreme Paint Studio. Dave Bristow here. This week we are launching our tips and tricks of custom painting. So we're going to be covering everything that we do in custom painting. So we're going to be covering wood effect, metals, rust, fire. We'll be covering everything that we use in custom painting that we put into our full theme bikes here at Extreme Paint Studio. So it's your chance to actually learn how we do the process and have a go yourselves. This week is going to be the wood effect. So we done this Western tank and we covered it in skulls and guns and bullets and bullet holes and feathers and everything. But the main thing is that we create this wood effect, which we're going to do on this Mustang tank at the back. As you can see, we've already started, so we've already filmed that for you. It's not a long process. It's a very quick and easy effect to put onto petrol tanks. So follow along. Hope you enjoy. Any questions, drop them in the comments below and we'll get back to you. See you soon. Okay, so I took the white tank, Mustang tank, and I've just yellowed it with Autoborn Sealer Yellow. So this is like a base paint. I'll put the link in the description below, so you know what to get. This is like a base paint, so it's quite a robust base paint, so when we do our scratching technique it's not going to go through to the white underneath, which was standard white primer. So first step, what we need to do is decide where our panels are going to go, our wooden panels, and how much, whether we're going to have lines through it or whether we're going to break it up into sections. So you decide how you want your design to look, but I'm going to put probably a double centerpiece in here. So what we'll do is we'll find the middle with our masking tape, and we'll just kind of section that off. You know, this is just an old tank. I think this is going to be our guinea pig tank for future projects and future tips and tricks. So we'll do all kinds on this petrol tank, and then I'm just using this tape to mask everything off. I'm not going to do the entire half. I'm just going to do this top section and then I'll retape it again. We need to go on quite wet with the paint, so I'm using this orange automotive tape which has a wax seal to it. You can use fine line tape, you know, that will give you better adhesion and stop bleed through, but to be honest we're going to be doing the whole thing anyway, so if we do get any bleed through underneath, well, we're going to be doing another layer on this side and re-scratching that in anyway. And I want to kind of do a rotten wood effect as well as a good wood effect. We want to hit this area with a brown, okay, and that can be anything that's transparent. So you could use Wicked colors, you could use Createx colors, you can use burnt umber, warm umber, raw umber, transparent sienna, burnt sienna. So anything that's a brown but is transparent. So what you basically want to be able to do is see the yellow through the wood. So I'm using Etax warm umber, and I'm going to put it in. At the moment I've got this airbrush which is set up as a 0.5, so it gives me quite a wet spray, because this is a very quick action to get this wood. So what we need to do is put it on fairly wet and then wait sort of 10 seconds, and then we go in and do our scratching. Okay, so what I've got is the warm umber. It's going to go in the 0.5 gun. And I've got a large cup on it. You don't need a large cup. You can do it with a 2 ml cup. And you don't need a 0.5, you can do it with a 0.3, a 0.2, you just have to lay it down a little bit quicker. So I'm going to put my warm umber in the gun, load it up, and then all I'm going to do is hit this area fairly wet. You can see how wet that came out. Just push that in. Right, here we go. That's it. That's all I want. Now we come in, leave it 10 seconds, and we'll come in with our red Scotch-Brite and we'll just scratch the surface. Just run down it. Keep it all going in the same direction. And what we're trying to do is reveal the yellow underneath. This is a bit darker than I would normally go. So all I'm doing is I'm dragging it off. As it dries, I can see a little bit of the white is coming through, because I went a bit heavy and the yellow wasn't quite ready, but we can hit that again. Just allow that to dry. I should have let that dry a little bit longer. Right, you'll notice that that came off a lot easier, because what I did was I just hit it with a heat gun just for 10 seconds, and now it's dry enough that it's not actually mixing with the yellow, but we get a nice little wood grain now. Okay, and now what we do is we can air dry it again. And now we just mist over the top. And like magic, we have our wood grain. Lovely wood grain. Nice lovely wood grain right there. So we can go back over these darker areas again. Look, we can still push them out. And then just hit it again. And then we'll go over what we've done. So, lovely wood grain. But we're going to do a lighter one on this side so it shows a difference. Okay, so we'll get ready with our paint and get ready to hit this side, but we're going to go a little bit lighter this time. So we got a contrast between the two. And I'm just going to hit it this time with a heat gun. So rather than waiting the 10 seconds, because this stays wet quite a long time, so it's going to hit it. That's it, and then start dragging. There we go. That's a bit more like it. Drag it right off. and keep your grain going in the same direction. Don't scratch too much, because you'll lose your grain. Nice. There we go. We're a bit darker down this side, so I'm just going to go upwards this time and drag a few more in. Again, it's gone a little murky because I didn't let that dry, but I've got rid of what I wanted to get rid of. There you go. There. I'm not going too dark on this one because I want the contrast between that side and that side. And it gets there dry. There we go. You can see now we've got a darker one and a lighter one. So depending on how dark you want your wood, whether you want, you know, sort of mahogany, beech or whatever, you can choose the relevant sort of browns that you want to put in it to reflect the type of wood that you want. And also the base. So the yellow you could use like a cream colour, so it's not so bright in these yellow bits. So there's our line. They've almost kind of fused together now. So as you can see, even though we had bleed through, that you can't see it in the wood now. So this one should be fairly quick. So we go. I'm keeping it local. Oh, run out of paint. I have to be so quick with this one because this is not an automotive paint. It's like just a basic acrylic paint. It stays open for a while. It doesn't dry like or atomize to the surface like an automotive paint would. So we can afford to give it a bit of a dry. And then hit it. Remember, don't do too much. There we go. And now I'll hit it again with the wood. With a light misting over the top, and we've got another panel. So this is looking like perfect wood right now. But what I'm going to do is add a bit of rot and a bit of paneling and nails and screws and stuff like that in it. So we can keep going. You could even do slat, 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 slat if you wanted to. But that's kind of evened up. I might put a line in there as well just to match that side. In fact, I will. Okay. So I'm going to just run some lines now down the paneling. Would have been good if we could have had the same kind of effect on that side to this side, but doesn't matter. So if we find the center that we had there and there, we just leave a gap. Is with a bit of black in the gun. Going to run a line. Watch for overspray. Want to ruin our lovely wood. Okay. Now you can imagine if this whole tank looked like wood, like this, it would look fantastic. And then you can put anything you want on the wood as well. Okay, we've got our wood panels. Okay, let's split them up. So we'll go crossways. Let's just do a little split across. And we'll break them up into a couple of panels that way. So I'm just going to stick my thumb there and go from this side halfway, and then stick my finger there and go halfway that way. And then we've got a split in our panels. Now you've got a choice of how you want to embellish this. So we could put little panel pins. So we could do little dots like that. And then you put a little, using an X-Acto knife, you just come in and you scrape back to the yellow and just put a bit of a highlight in it. Just to show it's panel pins, or if we wanted it to make it look old, let's use this side. So we would lead out of our black on the joint and just push up and maybe wipe out some of the corner like that. Okay, and we just go up the grain. We do a shorter one here and maybe a little one. So we're just making this edge look rotten. Okay, let's do a missing bit. Get it going, come on. There we go. And then we'll do another little one next to it, so it comes out and then up, a little bit along there, maybe one little one there. There you go. So that helps you get that rotted kind of rotted wood look. And then what you do is you pick on one edge, so just one edge, and you just come down that edge. Just highlight that edge there. Just pick up each edge. Maybe a little one there. Add one there. One come in there. There we go. There you go. There's wood effect. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Just make sure you like and subscribe to see all the effects that we've got coming up. These are all tools you can put in your toolbox, ready to do your next big project on your bikes. Look forward to seeing you soon guys. Take care.